Rusty, Thumper, and the Rampaging Boulder. Up in the deep mountains and high steeps of Sodor, there was a mysterious boulder that has stood alone for centuries. It's been a piece of a staple of Sodor, but no one's really bothered with it before. They figured it could cause a lot of trouble, and they didn't dare mess with it until one fateful day. Butch was called for construction. He was having fun. He though wished he had someone to talk to. He worked with non-sentient cranes, which didn't talk. But he also saw Rusty from time to time. Rusty was a little orange diesel on the narrow gauge line. The narrow gauge line and the standard gauge line both cross over in Boulder Mountain. Yes, they named it after the boulder. Don't question it. Don't question it. Don't question it. Percy was at the sheds near Boulder Mountain. He wasn't doing much but watching the construction and bringing materials to help Butch. Now this is a really nice workspace, said Rusty. But that boulder just freaked me out. I think it's watching me. How could he? Boulders don't have eyes. Oh, this one Percy's a bit different. But then Rusty's voice was drained out by Edward's whistle. He came in with a marvelous piece of machinery. Who's that? Asked Rusty.
I'm Thumper. They call me that because my blades sometimes thump up and down when digging.
I honestly thought that was a pretty clever name, said Edward. Thumper was taken anywhere he could get. He was having a joyous time. The workmen were pleased with his work effort.
Wow, I haven't digged this much rocks in years.
Thumper was digging hard, but the boulder did not like it. One little bit. When night fell, Thumper was put asleep with a cloth. He found it very comfortable. Just then, a giant slab of rock crashed right in front of Rusty. Oh no, said Rusty. It might come loose. Don't be so daft. It can't. But the boulder did not like being doubted by humans, so it started plotting and scheming. More construction vehicles like George and Terrence were brought to help Thumper. And Thumper was working just as hard.
Whoa, this is satisfying.
Just then, Rusty looked up. Oh no, called Rusty. Everyone, clear the line. Get out of here, he called to everyone at the site, but the boulder couldn't care less. It fell right in Rusty's track. The boulder inched closer to poor Rusty. Help, he called. Driver, we need to run. And they did. The boulder was coming at them at impressive speeds. However, the boulder was diverted onto the other line. Rusty was safe for now. Whew. I hope everyone else is okay, but I'm sorry to say that wasn't the case. Boulder was still on a rampage. Then came across its next victim, Skarloey. Oh no, puffed Skarloey. I need to get out of here. The boulder followed him. As far as the boulder was concerned, the damaged Skarloey and the slate trucks were his and only his. Skarloey pulled the slate trucks and him onto another track, and the boulder just narrowly missed him. It still went by. Oh no, called Rheneas, because he saw the boulder right in front of him. He ran as fast as he can. Ah! We need to find a way to go faster, driver. I know it's no use telling the boulder to stop because it probably won't, but yeah, the boulder chased Rheneas on the viaduct. And Rheneas smashed into other slabs of rock, but the boulder missed him. That really could have been worse, panted his driver. But it could get worse. Not for them, but Percy was stationed here in the yard until... Wait, is that the boulder? Oh my god, Rusty was right. No! The top of hats repaired the damage. He didn't blame anyone. All he said was, we should have left this part of the island alone. Which, then again, was pretty obvious from the start, but who cares? Anyway, well, Thumper and Butch and Terrence and George were brought back to their respective sheds. Boulder somehow got back on his mountain. The boulder stands there, plotting while seeming proud and silent.